Hi, I'm Brittany here with your art fail of the day. So today I thought it would be fun to try out some new markers from the store Pop Shelf that has been newly added to my area. Just for reference, these markers are called Mont Marte brand. They're $3 each, and of course I had a bronze Sharpie in there as well, and that was $2. These markers are broad and fine tip. They're not a brush marker, and as far as I can tell, they aren't alcohol markers, so you'll see after this that I try to blend them and see how they blend. They don't really blend like alcohol markers. They blend more like regular markers. I decided to do a 4 marker challenge with these markers that I bought. And I needed some inspiration, so I pulled out the Arty Games app just to get an idea of what to draw. And it came up with a topic about a dragon with a diary, and it added in something about golf, but I just kind of nixed the golf part and went with a dragon writing in their journal or diary. So just a few things that I noticed about these markers. They obviously don't blend like an alcohol marker, so you can't use them in that way. They're more like illustration markers. The two ends, the fine tip and the broad tip, there's nothing to differentiate the two sides. Both ends have the color cap on them, so I found myself frequently like flipping the pen to the marker to the other side to get the tip that I wanted, because unless you're like looking straight at it, it doesn't mark besides writing on the tube of it what side is what. So if you're just grabbing the marker and going to color, you kind of have to swap if you get the wrong side. I do love the vibrancy, especially of the flamingo pink. And I realized I forgot to tell you the exact colors I picked up. It's flamingo pink, vermilion is the red, and sea foam is that green. And the Sharpie marker I picked up was the bronze colored Sharpie. I did realize with the bronze Sharpie, it doesn't give you much of a shimmer. It's a dulled down shimmer if you don't want that kind of thing with, maybe if you're writing with it to make fancy lettering or whatever. It doesn't really have that vivid shine that like I've used a silver one before. It doesn't give off like a super reflective tone on the paper. It's more of a subtle hint at the metallic of the marker. I also found that with strong smell of markers, these color markers, the Mont Marte or Marte markers, they don't give off a strong scent or anything. Like, you don't have to have a fan going while you're using them. I was able to breathe freely basically while using them, and I know a lot of alcohol markers you kind of have to take a break sometimes. With this bronze Sharpie, it smelled so strong, even stronger than like a normal Sharpie. So just warning with that, if you're gonna have like your kids use it or anything, it's definitely very, very strong scented. I don't know what chemicals are in it, but I definitely I'm glad I didn't use it in a big portion of this artwork because it was hard to use without ventilation of some sort. I also want to say that I didn't feel like these colored markers were running dry or running out of ink. One day I know they will run out of ink, and it's not like there's refills for these markers, but they're pretty good markers for the price I got them, and I will definitely be using these to illustrate more with. You will see towards the end of this video they do bleed through rather heavily. So I did have a guard paper on the back, but you're not going to be able to use the back side of the page. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this fun little video. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want more of these videos and like these kind of art videos. I try to post every week. Thank you so much for staying this long and watching.